Hey guys, what's going on? It's me again. I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you today about being thick-skinned in business. Now, when you have tons of customers and you have more money than time, then the thick-skinned part really don't come in as much. But when you have more time than money, or more time than jobs, then it hurts a little bit more. So I just want to get on here and let you guys know that are out there that you're struggling, you're new in business, maybe you've been in business a while and the phones are not ringing. You know, just keep the faith, because it is going to ring. It will happen. But just want to give you guys a few examples. You know, we went to the beach, went on vacation about a month and a half ago, and I come back and I have a job that is, it's a yearly, about $1,000, wash job. Had 2 or 3, 4 people call me while I'm there, wanting to set up things. And so we come back from the beach and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to, after a week, I'm ready to go hit it hard and get everything, took care of, back on schedule, get back to working. Call the yearly that I do every year. I'm not going to get that done this year. Call the next one. I don't think I'm going to get that done right now. Okay. Call the next one. I've already had that taken care of. Somebody say, hey, well, let's wait till the pollen gets down and then we'll talk about it. And then you wait, then you call and they say that, they got it taken care of. Now, whether they're lying or not, I don't know. Some houses you could drive by and tell if they did or not, and some you couldn't. But those hurt a little bit. You get a job, and I think about 4 times this year I've been hired by somebody, and I always confirm the job, and I'll say, hey, I'm going to be there Thursday. Does Thursday work for you? Oh, I'm sorry, but I already got somebody else to do this, and they were cheaper. And it's like, okay, you're going to always find somebody cheaper. And then the next sentence after that is always, well, I hope they do a good job. Okay, you can look on Google and see my reviews. You can look on Facebook. You can look on YouTube. You can ask the people that are around you, and they're all going to tell you and let you know who's legit and who isn't. So why would you risk, $100, $50, $25 to hope that somebody is not going to come to your house and do damage? I don't understand that. I'm a price shopper. I'm a review looker. Look at reviews on everything that I buy, and I don't understand that mentality. I did an entranceway for a neighborhood, and it was a sign in these people's yard. I did a video on it, and the people, the community, all 200,000+ homes, the house that the sign was in their yard, they paid out of their own pocket to get it washed because it was nasty and they didn't have an HOA and they wanted to get it, took care of. And so they paid for it out of their own pocket. Well, I have a lady wanted me to come give her a price on washing some entranceways to a neighborhood, and these houses were probably, every one of them, about 350,000 plus. And they don't have an HOA either, but they were all going to pitch in the neighborhood. So I gave her a price at like $250, and it was brick on both sides. You had some plants and stuff like that you had to deal with. It was just going to be a hot mix sprayed on, and just make sure everything's watered down so you didn't kill it. Not a hard job. And I think it was like $250. And so she says, yes, okay, that sounds good. Let me get with the other people, and I'll get back with you when I collect their money. Now, granted, it's like a 20 house community, so that's going to be like $10 or $12 per house for these people that have 300,000 plus houses. Almost every one of them have an in-ground pool. So what I'm getting at is these people have $12. It's not a big deal. And I had already washed for one of the people that live in the neighborhood, so I had a reputation up there. And so when I schedule the job, or I follow up with her, she goes, oh, well, we still on for this date, and is it still 150? And I said, no, you know, it was 250, and I didn't have a date scheduled yet because, you know, you hadn't told me you'd collected the money yet. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I went with somebody else, and they were cheaper, so hopefully they do a good job. And so when you get that, hopefully they do a good job, you know, that hurts, it stings a little bit, because it's just like, if you have plenty of work coming in, you have, you know, 10 calls a day coming in, and you're running around, you know, you just go to the next one. But when it's slow and you don't have that many jobs coming in, you know, they sting a little bit more, and you got to be a little bit more thick-skinned. And so we get that. Anytime you're in a crunch and you're needing it and you're wanting it, it stings a little bit more, and you just got to learn to have that tough skin. And even though you want to say a lot of things, you just got to be like, okay, thank you for considering us, and if it doesn't work out, then let me know and we can come take care of you. So you still got to remain professional. As you guys know, I got my life insurance license last year, and with that, you buy leads, you call the leads. Some people will say, you know, I don't care what happens when I die. You know, I'm not going to be here. That, you know, they'll cuss you out when you call them. They hang up on you. They tell you to kick rocks. And, you know, each time, if you're on a crunch, each time that, you know, you have that happen, you're thinking, God, you know, I'm running out of leads. So you say you buy 100 leads, and you're getting down to like 75, and you're like, okay, well, I got 25 left. Am I going to make a sale or am I not? And, you know, the same thing with the pressure washer. When you got tons and tons of calls coming in, it's, you know, those no's don't hurt so much. Those hang-ups don't hurt so much. They don't seem as personal. But when you have leads and you're selling life insurance, and you go spend your money on the leads and you get those, you know, when you're dependent on those, when you don't have 400 leads to choose from and you just have 100, each one of those leads means something. You know, it feels a little bit more personal than it probably should, because that's how you support your family. So, guys, the moral of this today is just to try to have thick skin. You know, be thankful when you're busy and grateful when you're busy, and be grateful and thankful when you're not. You know, it'll come. You gotta be patient. And all too often, sometimes we find ourselves having way too much time and not enough work. And then some of us, you know, or some guys may have way too much work and not enough time. So, you know, it goes back and forth, but you just got to be thankful and grateful for the opportunities that you have and make the best of them. But just want to get on here, guys, and give you an idea. You know, when you got a lot of jobs coming in, those no's don't feel so bad. Or when people waste your time, it don't hurt so much, because, you know, they were just going to be one on the list. And, you know, selling life insurance, when you get the leads coming in, you know, when you have tons of leads, those no's and those hang-ups and those I'm not interested and I didn't fill this out, all those don't matter, you know, when you got 400. But when you just got a little bit, you know, each one of them counts. You know, each one of them stings a little bit. And it's like you just got to be thick-skinned. They matter a little bit more. So that's my time for today, guys. Just try to be thick-skinned, be grateful for what you get, and just keep the faith that it's going to pick up. Keep the faith that you're going to get your work, you're going to get the jobs, and no matter if you're running 400 jobs a day or 4 jobs a week, you know, just try to make sure you treat everybody like they should, like you should, and take care of them. All right, that's my time for today. See ya.